The rain came down so hard that afternoon it blurred the road into a sheet of silver. Cars crawled through the storm with their headlights glowing like frightened eyes. On the side of the highway, a luxury black sedan sat helplessly with its hood open while dozens of vehicles sped past without stopping. Standing beside it was a woman dressed in elegant business clothes, soaked to the skin but refusing to leave her car. She looked like someone who had everything money could buy, except help. Then an old pickup truck pulled over. The driver wasn't rich. He wasn't famous. He was just a tired single father named Rowan Mercer, whose work boots were worn, whose hands carried years of grease and scars, and whose only thought was getting home to his 8-year-old daughter before dinner. That rainy afternoon, one simple act of kindness would change both of their lives forever. Before we continue this emotional journey, please take a moment to like this video, leave a comment, share it with someone who believes in kindness, and subscribe to Journey of Kindness. If you believe one good deed can change a life and that everyone deserves a second chance, you're in the right place. Rowan's days always began before sunrise. Every morning he prepared breakfast for his daughter, Maris, braided her hair as best he could despite never mastering it perfectly, and walked her to the school bus before heading to his tiny repair garage on the edge of town. Since losing his wife 4 years earlier to a sudden illness, every responsibility rested on his shoulders. Bills piled higher each month, customers often delayed payments, and sleep had become a luxury he barely remembered. Yet everyone in town knew one thing about Rowan. If someone was stranded on the road, if an elderly neighbor's car refused to start, or if a young family couldn't afford repairs, Rowan always found a way to help. Sometimes he accepted payment weeks later. Sometimes he never accepted payment at all. He simply believed kindness had value beyond money. That stormy afternoon he had already worked nearly 12 exhausting hours when he noticed the stranded luxury sedan. For a moment he considered driving on. Maris was waiting at home with a babysitter, and every minute mattered. But something inside him wouldn't let him leave. He parked behind the expensive car, grabbed his toolbox, and jogged through the pouring rain. The woman looked surprised. Most drivers had ignored her completely. Rowan immediately focused on the engine. Years of experience allowed him to diagnose problems almost instinctively. Rain soaked through his jacket as he carefully checked every connection, every hose, every electrical component. After nearly 20 minutes of working in freezing rain, he finally found the problem. A damaged connector had caused the engine to shut down completely. It wasn't an expensive repair, but without the proper knowledge the vehicle would never move. His hands trembled from the cold as he finished. The engine started instantly. For the first time since the storm began, the woman smiled. She introduced herself only as Vivian Hale, thanked Rowan sincerely, and reached into her purse for several $100 bills. Rowan politely refused. He accepted only enough to cover the replacement part. Vivian looked genuinely confused. She had spent most of her life surrounded by people who always wanted something from her. Some wanted money. Others wanted influence. Many simply wanted to impress her because of her success. But this man had stood in freezing rain without hesitation and expected nothing in return. As Rowan prepared to leave, Vivian quietly said something that surprised even herself. "I want to see you again." Rowan smiled politely, assuming she simply meant to thank him. Someday. He climbed back into his old truck and drove home, never imagining who she really was. The next morning began like every other. Breakfast. School bus. Garage. Broken transmissions. Oil changes. Flat tires. Life continued exactly the same. Until 3 black luxury SUVs stopped outside his tiny garage. Employees wearing expensive suits stepped out one after another. The neighbors immediately gathered outside, wondering what had happened. One of the assistants approached Rowan respectfully and handed him an elegant envelope. Inside was an invitation. Vivian Hale wanted him to visit her company headquarters that afternoon. Only then did Rowan search her name online. His eyes widened. Vivian wasn't simply wealthy. She owned one of the largest automotive technology companies in the country. Her fortune was measured in billions. The woman whose car he had repaired in the rain could have purchased every building on his street without noticing the expense. Rowan almost decided not to go. He didn't own a proper suit. His truck barely started. He felt completely out of place. But curiosity finally overcame fear. That afternoon he entered the breathtaking glass headquarters. Everything looked spotless. Employees hurried through bright hallways filled with artwork and innovation displays. Rowan felt every stain on his work boots. Yet when Vivian saw him walking toward her office, she greeted him with the same warm smile she had worn during the storm. There was no pride, no arrogance, only gratitude. Vivian confessed something she rarely shared with anyone. After inheriting her father's business years earlier, she had devoted every waking hour to building the company into a global success. Awards filled her office. Magazine covers praised her leadership. Investors admired her intelligence. But somewhere along the way, she had become lonely. She no longer knew whether people respected her or simply respected her wealth. Watching Rowan refuse easy money had reminded her of something she feared had disappeared from the world: integrity. Over the following weeks, she found reasons to visit Rowan's garage. Sometimes she claimed another vehicle needed inspection. Sometimes she asked questions about classic engines despite already employing hundreds of engineers. The truth was much simpler. She enjoyed talking to someone who never treated her differently because she was rich. Rowan spoke about raising Maris. About missing his wife every single day. About struggling to keep the garage open. About believing every person deserved dignity regardless of their bank account. Vivian listened more than she spoke. One afternoon she met Maris for the first time. The little girl proudly showed drawings she had made while waiting at the garage after school. Instead of expensive cars, her pictures showed families smiling together beneath bright sunshine. Vivian quietly realized she hadn't drawn anything just for fun since childhood. As autumn arrived, disaster struck Rowan's life once again. A developer purchased neighboring properties and announced plans to replace the entire block with luxury apartments. The repair garage would be demolished. Rowan received only 60 days to leave. Finding another affordable location seemed impossible. Closing the business meant losing his family's only income. That evening Maris pretended to be brave, but Rowan heard her crying softly after she went to bed. He sat alone in the dark kitchen wondering how much more life expected him to endure. The following morning he arrived at the garage determined to continue working despite the uncertainty. To his surprise, Vivian was waiting outside. She had somehow learned about the eviction. Without hesitation she offered to purchase a brand new garage for Rowan. He respectfully declined. He appreciated her kindness, but accepting such generosity felt impossible. He wanted Maris to grow up seeing her father earn every blessing honestly. Vivian admired his pride. Instead of arguing, she proposed something different. Her automotive company planned to create a community apprenticeship center where young people from struggling families could learn practical mechanical skills. She wanted Rowan to lead it. He would continue repairing vehicles while teaching future mechanics. His salary would provide security. His knowledge would help hundreds of young lives. Most importantly, he would earn every dollar. Rowan accepted after several days of careful thought. Construction began almost immediately. The new workshop became more than just another business. Teenagers who had once believed their futures were hopeless suddenly found purpose. Single parents learned affordable repair skills. Veterans discovered meaningful work. Local schools partnered with the program. Within months the building became a symbol of hope throughout the community. Rowan often looked around the busy workshop and remembered that rainy highway. One simple decision to stop had transformed countless lives. Vivian changed as well. Instead of measuring success by profits alone, she began investing in people. Employee wellness programs expanded. Scholarships increased. Community partnerships flourished. Investors questioned whether these charitable projects were financially wise. Yet the company's reputation grew stronger than ever. Customers trusted businesses that genuinely cared about people. Months later the town held a community celebration honoring the apprenticeship program. Families gathered beneath bright afternoon sunshine. Children laughed. Music echoed across the park. Former students proudly shared stories about new careers they never imagined possible. Rowan stood quietly near the back, uncomfortable with public attention. Vivian walked onto the stage and surprised everyone. She told the audience that although she had built a billion-dollar company, the greatest lesson of her life had come from a mechanic working in the rain. She explained that true wealth wasn't measured by money. It was measured by how many lives someone lifted when no cameras were watching. The crowd stood and applauded. Rowan lowered his head, embarrassed. Maris squeezed his hand proudly. For the first time since losing his wife, he felt hope replacing grief. Life hadn't erased his pain. It had simply shown him that love could continue in different forms. As the sun began setting, Vivian and Rowan watched families leaving the celebration together. Neither spoke for several moments. They simply appreciated the quiet. Both understood that life had brought them together for a reason far greater than either could have imagined. Not because one was rich and the other poor. Not because one fixed a car. But because compassion had crossed paths with gratitude on an ordinary rainy afternoon. If this story has touched your heart so far, please take a moment to like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to Journey of Kindness. Your support helps us continue sharing stories that remind the world kindness still exists. Blue Heart special request. Comment below. Kindness always finds its way back. We'd love to know where you're watching from. Years later, visitors entering the apprenticeship center noticed a framed photograph hanging near the entrance. It showed an old pickup truck parked behind a luxury sedan during a heavy rainstorm. Beneath the picture was a simple sentence that every new student read before beginning their first day. The smallest act of kindness can become someone else's greatest turning point. Rowan never became a billionaire. He never wanted to. Instead, he became something far rarer. A father his daughter admired, a teacher his students respected, and a man whose kindness echoed through generations. And Vivian, despite all her wealth, often said the greatest investment she ever made wasn't in technology, real estate, or the stock market. It was stopping long enough to remember the man who had fixed her car in the rain, and reminded her that the richest hearts are often found beneath the simplest roofs. Because sometimes, destiny doesn't arrive in a limousine. Sometimes, it pulls over in an old pickup truck during a storm, carrying nothing but a toolbox, tired hands, and a heart that refuses to drive past someone in need.